The theatre was loud with chatter, flashing lights and restless energy, but the moment the small boy stepped onto the stage, something changed. He looked too young for such a big room, his shoulders slightly tense, his hands holding the microphone like it was the most fragile thing in the world. The judges smiled politely, not knowing that within minutes this quiet boy from the Philippines would bring the entire hall to tears and turn silence into something sacred. His name was Miguel. He came from a small coastal town where the houses were built from scrap wood and tin roofs rattled whenever the wind grew strong. Music was not a luxury in his life, it was a survival tool. When his father passed away unexpectedly, the family lost their only source of income. His mother began washing clothes for neighbors, and Miguel started singing on the streets, outside small stores, and near jeepney stops, hoping his voice could earn enough coins to buy rice for dinner. Some days people listened, other days they walked past him like he wasn't even there. Standing on the stage, Miguel shared his story in a soft voice. He spoke about singing to forget hunger, singing to give his mother hope, and singing because it was the only place he felt truly free. The judges listened carefully, their smiles fading into something more serious. When asked what song he would perform, Miguel hesitated for a second, then quietly said, "Hotel California." A few eyebrows raised. It was a bold choice for a boy his age, a song heavy with emotion and meaning. The music began slowly. The first guitar notes filled the room, and Miguel closed his eyes. When he sang the first line, his voice was gentle, slightly rough, and filled with something far beyond technique. It carried exhaustion, longing, and a strange kind of wisdom that didn't match his years. The audience leaned forward. The judges stopped taking notes. Every word felt honest, like he wasn't performing but confessing. As the song continued, Miguel's voice grew stronger. He poured his entire life into each line. Memories of singing under streetlights, of pretending he wasn't hungry, of watching his mother smile even when she was tired. His voice cracked once, just slightly, and instead of breaking the moment, it made it real. One of the judges lowered her head, wiping her eyes. Another stared at Miguel, frozen, as if afraid to blink. Halfway through the performance, the room was completely silent. No coughs, no whispers, no movement. It felt as if time itself had slowed down. Miguel reached the chorus, and his voice soared, not loud, but powerful. It wasn't perfect, but it was pure. You could hear pain, hope, fear, and strength all at once. The kind of sound that doesn't just reach your ears but your heart. When the final note faded, Miguel stood still, eyes still closed, breathing heavily. For a second, nothing happened. Then one judge stood up, tears streaming down his face. Another judge covered her mouth, shaking her head in disbelief. The audience erupted into applause, some people crying openly, others cheering through tears. Miguel opened his eyes, confused, overwhelmed, unsure if he had done something wrong. Then it happened. The golden buzzer was slammed. Golden confetti exploded into the air, raining down around the boy who once sang on the streets just to survive. Miguel dropped to his knees, crying uncontrollably. The judges rushed to the stage, hugging him, telling him that his voice mattered, that his story mattered, that he mattered. In that moment, Miguel wasn't just a poor boy anymore. He was proof that talent can rise from the hardest places, that pain can be turned into beauty, and that dreams don't belong only to the lucky or the rich. They belong to anyone brave enough to hold on to hope. As Miguel looked up at the falling gold, he smiled through tears, knowing his life had changed forever. And for everyone watching, one truth became clear. Sometimes the most powerful voices come from the quietest places, and sometimes a song can change a life.